Wayne Mello, the OG, 30 plus years in the business.
I worked for a guy for 10 years, and then all of a sudden I decided, you know what? I've been painting all these years. I want to do it for myself.
Do you think that's a good approach, though? Like,
the laws are a lot difficult to break now than they were years ago, because we broke a ton of laws.
Don't judge him for it.
Listen to your heart. Go what you got.
That's a goosebump
No,
moment.
no, but seriously, that's the thing you want. Never quit.
Backtrack. We are back. We are live with an OG right here. An OG. Not an old guy. An original gangster right here. An OG. Wayne Mello, one of my good friends, pretty much neighbors my whole entire life. I think he's babysat me probably a few times. Well, not him, maybe his wife, but Wayne Mello, the OG, 30 plus years in the business. Oh, shit. I'm like fucking, why am I nervous? I've known Wayne for 30 years and I'm like fucking.
Shouldn't be.
Wayne Mello, owner of WM Painting right here in Fall, Massachusetts. He's actually expanding. You've expanded in Florida. And now, hint, wink, wink, Texas, you might get expanded next. But Wayne, welcome on, buddy. How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, man, you know, fucking living the dream, buddy.
Yeah,
well, whatever the dream is. So,
Whose dream really is?
So, obviously, 30 plus years.
Yeah.
You started in what, 92?
92, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot has changed.
Oh, yeah.
So what was it like when you first started? Like, you know.
When I first started, I had a job for 10 years. I worked for a guy for 10 years, and then all of a sudden I decided, you know what? I've been painting all these years. I want to do it for myself. I had one job. I put an ad in the Providence Journal, and I had one job in Newport. It ended up being a mansion.
Oh, no shit.
So I ended up start doing a little bit there, then it turned into doing a whole entire building, the outside, the inside, and it ended up being from there. I went around different neighborhoods putting cards in houses that were being built, and then from there it just took off.
It was a lot of like, not the cold approach, but like a lot of door knocking.
Yeah,
like
it was not so much door knocking, but it was more like looking for neighborhoods where homes were being built, subdivisions and stuff like that, and just going putting cards. And that was my Saturday routine. I get up early in the morning, get a coffee, get a book of cards, and just take a drive.
Go
I went to Asona, I went to Freetown, Lakeville, Taunton. I went everywhere.
Up and down, right?
Yeah, and I got good results from it. I got a lot of work out of it. I met a lot of people, and some of the people I still do work for today.
No shit.
Wow. Yeah.
Then do you think that's a good approach though? Like, you know,
It's a good approach. You got to get out there. You got to do the groundwork to get it going.
But so it's a good approach, but like compared to like what we're into now, like the whole social media marketing and
I
everything
think
like that.
it's much easier today.
To door knock and
Not
like
even. You don't even have to door knock. And that's the whole thing with social media. And now you got AI coming out. So you got, it's a lot.
it is a lot. But
For one person to do it, it's kind of hard today to do, for one person to do all that. You need other people to help
you
you
need a team.
and to move along, because you got to do the work. Plus you have to find the right people to do the work and the right people who have the same goal that you have.
yeah.
Because nowadays you can hire somebody and you can teach them everything you need to know. They're gone. They're on their own. They won't stay.
No shit.
Unless you pay them real well and offer them.
Yeah, true.
That's the whole thing. Like, a lot of people today try to do it on their own, but business world's not an easy, Bill.
Nope.
Not an easy business to be in.
So-
It's not as easy as you think.
Obviously, like when back in '92, even let's go further, even back further, like even before I was even born. You were at a company for 10 years, right?
10 years, yeah.
So what were you doing there?
Building houses. I was building houses.
So you were a carpenter.
Well, we're doing everything between digging the holes, foundations, doing everything.
Hey.
Everything I had to do with a house.
Back in the '80s, like obviously OSHA didn't exist back in the '80s, probably.
They
right?
did, but they
It was pretty lenient. Definitely
they
lenient.
really didn't come around unless something bad happened.
But now you see that a lot nowadays, right? Or just OSHA everywhere,
Well,
right?
OSHA's, on most of your big jobs, commercial jobs, even
Yeah.
some of your residential jobs, because a lot of people now, they break all the laws. And the laws are a lot difficult to break now than they were years ago, because we broke a ton of laws.
Don't judge him for it.
That's how it was.
I personally did it, but they were being broken all the time.
Back in '92, you just had your set skills, and then like
I had just had a kid. I had my daughter.
you had your daughter, right?
And I used my daughter, like I had a card with her, like with a paintbrush on it, and I had her picture on it.
Aww.
Trying to sell it.
That's how you got all those deals in the beginning.
But no, it was pretty interesting because, like I said, I had a kid. We had an apartment.
Yeah.
At first, I was living at my mother's, and then we had an apartment on Laurel Street.
Oh, okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
And then I moved to my father-in-law's, and I started building my house. I was probably in business 3 years.
This episode is brought to you by Field Pulse. That's pulse like a finger on the pulse. Field Pulse is the all-in-one platform built for service pros who are looking to grow their business and make their lives easier. From scheduling, customer management, to building estimates and sending invoices, Field Pulse puts on all the operations you need into one single platform. It's built specifically for guys like us to better manage teams, customers, and businesses. Head to fieldpulse.com. That's Field, Pulse.com to get started today. Oh, with WM, yeah.
Yep.
So I found that out recently, by the way.
Yeah.
I found out from your wife that you built a house.
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea. I honestly thought that house was just there.
When we built it, I ended up getting a construction loan because my father-in-law gave me the land.
Oh, no shit.
So he gave me a piece of land. So I said, wow, what a break that is. So now I could build a house.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of the work, and I had a lot of friends come over and build it.
Yeah.
And was lucky. The guy that was my best man, Don, he ended up using his license and built it.
No shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Shout out to Don. Yeah. Good boy. Good guy. That's great.
I was fortunate.
It's good to have those connections.
You gotta
though,
get
right?
lucky along the way too.
Yeah, I think someone told me something, luck's for losers, and I'm like, nah, you just got to be really lucky sometimes. But
Well, if you work real hard, everything falls into place.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it works. If you keep going and never give up, it works.
The harder you work, the more lucky you get.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, and everything falls into place, and you just keep a goal, and you gotta remember not to screw anybody. And that comes back and haunts you.
Yeah.
and that's why for the past 30 years you worked your ass off.
Yeah.
Now you have this office right here in Fall
I
River,
got this one here and another one in Kissimmee, Florida.
and then you do up and down New England, right?
Yeah,
From Maine
yep.
all the way down. What's your
Every state in New England.
so? What's that?
We do Rhode Island,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
How? What's the
Connecticut.
lowest though? You go? Do you go like not New Jersey, right? That's not New England.
No, Florida. We do Florida, the whole state of Florida. We do Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Not Vermont.
I haven't done anything in Vermont, no.
That's okay. they'll come around.
Every other state.
They'll come
Well,
around.
we've had chances to do stuff there, but the problem is it's so far up north. It's, I mean, Maine, we went as far as Lewiston, Maine. I think we went to Lewiston, Maine, and there was a Newport, Maine.
Oh, okay.
We did right.
That was like more the southern Maine, right? Or no?
No, that's like the middle.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that's a 5-hour ride. I had to go up there one time to do something, and it was a 5-hour ride there, 5-hour ride back, and 10 minutes worth of work.
The ratio's perfect. The ratio's perfect. So, oh man, that's pretty. So you just recently opened up in Florida. This past year, a year ago. Yeah, congrats, by the way. That's huge. That's a big win. That's a big win. So now you're doing like all of Florida, right?
Yeah, we're in like right now we have like 8 different jobs going on.
So why Florida? Why? What was? Did you have? It's so nice over there.
Well, it's good. It's nice in the wintertime as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, you start getting arthritis, your bones hurt, so you want to be in a warm climate.
Yeah, you okay?
For us, yeah, you made it. But no, for me, I always wanted to do something in Florida.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things. I thought about it at first, and then I was just like, maybe. I said, no, let me see what I can do. Scoped it all out for about a year and a half, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And then I had 1 or 2 jobs I could do. Then we landed a big post office in St. Petersburg, and that's kind of when
I remember that one. Yeah.
that kind of tipped it off. That was a big job, so we're just like, you know what? Yeah, now I'm doing it.
And now.
And then I got my office in May, and now pretty much established down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people know.
Yeah. So you know. So you're already.
It's time. It's amazing how fast it took off.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Compare, like starting from here, passing out cards and everything like that,
Yeah.
to like in a year's time,
32 years later, yeah.
all of Florida knows you now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're a huge name in the business. I think. Well, I mean, I've never been on one of your job sites.
I've been here a long time, and a lot of people here know me. Some like me, some don't. But,
Hey, that's good. If you're making enemies, that means you're doing something right.
yeah. But no, we've been around a long time. A lot of people know who we are.
Yeah.
I mean, I stuck through it. It's been tough. I mean, there's times it's not as easy as you think, but you just got to keep going. As long as you keep going, you always, You always get through it all.
So when you first started, right, what was like some of the challenging things you had to face when you like first opened up a business? You know what I mean? Obviously, you were solo, right, at the time.
Yeah,
when you
I didn't
first
take no loans out or nothing like that. So whatever I made money, I put certain money aside to buy a spray machine. Then I had to get a van. Then I had to get all this stuff here. And for the first, I'd probably say the first 10 years, I spent all my time and money building a company.
Wow.
Getting
you reinvested
getting all the
everything.
things that I needed to continue to go.
Uh-huh.
And there were times where a lot of times you'll find, especially doing commercial work, you'll get paid sometimes 60, 90 days later. And when you got people working for you and you got 2 or 3 guys working for you and you're doing all the work, it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. Because you got to keep the guys paid, you got to keep the work going to keep on bringing money home, and sometimes it gets tough.
How does that even work? Like you don't get paid for 69 days after the final date's done?
Well, when you get paid, that's what.
That's highway robbery.
No, but really, that's how you do it. You have to save as much as you can.
Yeah.
You don't buy anything you don't need unless you have the money. So if you want to buy something, if I wanted to buy a van, something that costs $30,000, well, you'd have to put that money aside, save the money, and not have to take loans out. I never took a loan out for anything. For anything.
To this day.
For anything.
To this day.
I took, actually, I had a $40,000 loan offered to me by the SBA in January, and I took that.
Okay.
But other than that, I never took a dime.
Damn.
I took the payroll protection program because they offered to me. I did take that.
Okay.
Because we couldn't go on a couple of jobs.
Yeah.
But only the government jobs we could go on. Residential jobs and some commercial jobs shut down when people got COVID.
Yeah,
but the government jobs, they remained open.
No
And we were
shit.
able to do that.
That's a big thing for you too, right? I
Yeah,
feel
government,
you do
yeah.
a lot of government jobs,
Yeah,
right?
we worked a lot at Hampshire Air Force Base, Newport Navy Base, and a base down in Groton, Connecticut.
How do you get in there? It's just people you know through like networking.
I've known a lot of these companies for a long period of time, and a lot of times everything with them is a number. So if you really want the job, you got to crunch numbers with them and get it that way. And there's a lot of different programs that we use that we know. We met a lot of people throughout the years. And every now and then they'll call me up, hey, Wayne, you want to do a job in Groton? And I'll be like, well, what is it? First they tell you, well, it's only this, this, and this. And you get there, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's never
You told
never
me
that.
It was?
Never that.
No.
It's never
It ends
that.
up being huge. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, we do a lot of it.
So you wear a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats here, man. I could tell.
Got a little gray, right?
A little balding spot right here.
Well, not yet.
No, not yet. You're good. But you wear a lot of hats, right? You're obviously owner,
Yep.
estimating,
Yep.
project manager,
Yep.
like general foreman, I guess you could
Yep.
say it. And then, travel expert.
Well, I don't travel as much to the jobs as I used to.
No.
I used to go out all the time and check out every single job, but now I got the same people have been working for me for like 10 years.
Yep.
So I don't have to really, there's trust. So when you trust the guys, you don't have to be there as much. And you basically do a lot of phone calls and things like that. You're able to spend more time in the office and talk to more people and do more things that
And get
way.
those, and get
Yeah.
like more, well, get those jobs. That
But
you
my
really want.
average day, I'll get here at 5:30 in the morning.
Hell, oh yeah, day with Wayne. Here we go.
Well,
5:30 in the morning. Has junkie coffee right here.
My kids will be like, "Oh, you don't need to go there at 5:30 in the morning." I'm like, "Yeah, you do." But I'm usually here at 5:30 in the morning. Between Corey gets here probably around 8 o'clock, and I have so much done before he gets here
Yeah,
because nobody's gonna be
'cause
here.
that's 3
And you're
hours.
able to get a lot done.
Yeah, especially when it's like all by yourself, peace and quiet. Maybe some
And I
music
can
in the
skip
background.
out around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock's usually when I leave here.
Yeah, yeah.
But sometimes if I'm waiting for somebody to come here, especially on a Friday,
Yeah.
I'm usually here till 4, sometimes 4:30.
Gotcha. So we're just lucky to have you at at this time.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
6.
I did leave at 2:30 today.
So, but that's kind of like the thing. How do you like juggle all that? Is it like just?
It became a way of life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when you do it for so long, it's just like an everyday routine.
So like when you do it every day for life, you have a certain way, right?
Yeah, I like to do it. I like to get up early in the morning.
Yeah. No. What I meant was like when you do. How you do your estimating and how you do, manage the projects and how you call these people. Like you have your way of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and some days I have a list of people I have to call, or like during the day I'll be doing something and the phone never stops. Like on some on average, most days I get about 25 phone calls. Yeah.
Like throughout the day?
Yeah, probably about 120 emails.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What about text messages?
It's a
Anybody
lot.
send you texts?
Yeah, that too. But like the phone's always going ding ding. And sometimes if we're working at night, the guys have a question, I'll get like I'll be sleeping, all of a sudden I hear ding. Somebody has asking a question at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping. And my wife's like, "Who's texting at 1 o'clock in the morning?"
Gets all jealous. No, it's just the guys. It's just the guys. Trust me. But that's, oh man. So it's just 24 hours, 7 days.
Yeah.
Well, not 7 days a week. You have to give yourself a break, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like I said, on weekends, I'll stop by here on the weekends, check the mail. That's probably about it. Or I'll meet the guys early in the morning. If they're coming in here, stopping in here, because sometimes we hang out bullshit for about 5-10 minutes, and then everybody's out of here. But most people are here early in the morning, and they go to work.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, and then sometimes they come back in the afternoon. But most of the time, I don't see it. Everybody, one of my guys I see all the time, but most of the guys I do not see until Friday.
When they want
They'll
when
come
they
by and get their pay. Well, some of them don't even do that. Hey, give so-and-so my check. Yeah. But a lot of times I don't see them all week long.
No shit.
Just talk to them, yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's kind of good like that, yeah. You keep a good relationship.
Hey, it's like, just make sure my check goes. Check goes
Yeah,
through.
hey, as long as they cash your check,
That's all that matters, man. So, Jesus Christ. 32 years. I'm 30. Okay,
Yeah.
It's crazy that my whole entire existence you've had a business.
Yeah.
It's just, I think honestly, beside this, you might be one of the guys I know personally that has a business for this amount of years. And Wayne, I'm not gonna sound weird, but
No, yeah.
but for a guy that's been doing this for 30 years, you don't have many gray hairs.
Yeah, you do. Look at it. Look close.
I'm trying. Like,
well,
you look.
I still have my hair. Well, the other thing too is you gotta separate. When you go home, you gotta leave your business at work because you cannot bring it home. If you bring your business at home, you're gonna ruin everything around you because it'll destroy you.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's not an easy thing to do. Like I said, it's doing it for as long as I've been doing it. You have to. When you leave work at work. I mean, even though you still get phone calls or somebody can piss you off during the day and you don't take it home with you unless somebody brings it up.
Yeah.
Because it's the worst thing to do is bring it up because then you're going to get leveled with it. It's like, oh, Ronnie, you brought it up. But no, for the most part, it has to stay. You leave it there.
Yeah.
Because then when you go home, it's family.
That's key,
Business is business, families. And a lot of people that work for me, like even Corey, we get along real well. He's my son. He works for me all the time. And like whatever we discuss here, we can get into an argument here. We go home, it's gone.
Because you leave it here.
It's here. It stays here.
That's smart advice.
You have to. You can't take that stuff home with you, because this, like I said, this will drive you insane. If you're 24/7 business, it ain't gonna work for you.
You're gonna burn out.
Yeah, you burn out no time, and none of that. You get mentally destroy you because then you cop an attitude. Then you need substance. Oh, I'm gonna start drinking because this is bothering me.
Because you need.
And now you got an excuse to be an alcoholic. That's why I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't do any of that. I just don't.
Just straight business.
No, only time I'll have a drink is if I go out and eat.
Or if you're down in Florida by the beach, right?
I'll never sit home and have a drink.
No, right?
No.
No glass of wine, no Chardonnay.
No, I'll make wine though. But no, I won't.
That's good. That's really good, man.
Drink,
because like I see like drinking or like taking drugs or smoking weed or whatever. It's just like I don't
know, way to cope, I guess.
Yeah, I guess cope.
For a lot of people, but that's an excuse.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
It becomes an excuse, and that's exactly because anybody who's an alcoholic, they use an excuse why they have to drink.
Yeah, gosh.
An excuse for everything they do. Oh, it's because of the drinking, but the next day you're drinking again.
Yeah.
So that's not an excuse anymore.
I knew a guy that I used to work with way back in the day. He would always tell me every Monday, I swear to God, every Monday he would come on the job site. He's like, Tiago, and this would be after a weekend of drinking. He'd be like, Tiago, this is it, man. New day one starts here. He said it just like, like, day one starts here. I'm going to quit drinking. By Wednesday night, he started drinking again. So I'm
wasted,
like, I'm like, because he would call me. He's like, Tiago, how you doing, brother? And like all cocked and shit.
And I've seen like throughout the years, I've seen a lot of people that I've grown up with, known, and between the drugs and the alcohol, a lot of people have died.
Yeah, of course.
I just had a friend that just they found his body in the woods. What day was it? Yesterday.
Oh my God.
He worked for us for a long time. Back in the 90s, he worked for me. Actually, about a year and a half ago, and I had to let him go because of his problem, and they ended up finding him. But that's why I'm saying substance abuse. It's real.
Damn,
it's real. And he was a good worker, but the drugs got the best of him.
Got the best of him.
Yeah.
And that's
in the end, he was homeless, and they found him in the woods. Sad.
That's sad.
But I mean, that's
a harsh reality.
Addiction's bad.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that died through addiction, and it's sad.
This episode is brought to you by addiction.
You get a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So, what's been like your biggest accomplishment so far? You know, because I know 32 years in business, but still, you're still growing. What's been like your biggest accomplishment so far? Besides your 3 kids, obviously.
Well, having an office in Florida and having an office here for as long as, and being in business as long as I've been. I mean, that's an accomplishment.
And especially just like one
Just to
owner.
stay-
Just
yeah.
like one owner. No,
One owner. I did
no
everything
co
myself. I didn't know code. Now you can't do that.
All right, sorry, Alex.
No, it gets really hard. But I mean, no, for the most part, I make most of the decisions here. I mean, Corey does a lot of the estimating. He does a lot of negotiating on the prices now. So that's kind of a relief for me because it's less I have to work on.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of the project management. I'm on the phone every day with people. But like I said, the biggest accomplishment I have to say is probably getting as far as we got. Because I mean, we used to do small jobs. Now we're doing big things.
I remember the Ford F-150 you had way back in the day.
Yeah.
Like the first one.
Yep.
And I remember
The red one.
The red one.
Yeah.
And then I used to see paint buckets in the back, like materials and all that. And then
When I first started, I had my wife's Dodge. It's an '87 Dodge Shadow, and I literally put a 40-foot ladder on it and drove to Newport with it. And the ladder was like sticking out 10 feet from the front, 10 feet from the back, and it was just. I was driving down the road like that with bungee cord, just holding it down.
that's 80s right there. That's 80s.
Yeah,
You did what you had to do to make it work.
right.
Because you gotta do whatever you gotta do to make it work.
You have to stick to it. Never give up. If you never give up, you'll accomplish all your goals. Just never give up.
Damn, that's not
Never give up.
we're
you just gotta
we're
keep-
probably only 30 minutes in this episode, and Wayne's just spitting straight fire. But it's like having been in this for so long, like you gain something that not a lot of people have. Like a lot of people, like especially young people, think that they have is the wisdom. You've been around the block. You know how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that's kind of a plus because if you've been doing it for so long, you already know things are going to come at you that most people would not know. You already know when you get involved in something. I've been there, done that.
So like someone calls for a commercial project.
You know as soon as you go on a job site when you deal with people and you talk to people straight on, you already know what kind of a person you're dealing with. From doing it for so long, I mean, it's not that you're judging people. It's just that you can see their character right in them as soon as you have a conversation with them.
Right.
And I've been good at. That's one thing I've been good at is picking people out quick. Right away, I'll say, I'm not crazy about this guy. And right away, we'll find out in no time at all. Oh, yeah, you were right.
I know that you don't have a filter. I know that for a damn fact. You do not have it.
No, actually, I'm behaving right now.
I don't want you to. How about that?
I'm trying to because if my family watches, they're going to say, hey, why did you say that? Why did you say this? Why did you say that? Why are you throwing F-bombs? You have to be professional.
No, we're definitely far from professional, I think. We're far from it, right?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
No, you can let it rip. You go on Joe Rogan, everybody's throwing F-bombs. So it's just like
Smoking
that's what you
weed.
want. Everybody wants to hear it. Yeah. We're just not doing that here.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet, but we can't
You
do
could,
it.
but then it'll really get ugly. It'll probably be the best episode.
Oh, man. I'm just imagining Wayne smoking weed. Just.
No, actually, I used to love smoking weed.
I remember you telling me that, like, back in the day, you used to do that.
I did. As a matter of fact, one time, how old were my kids? I grew a plant in my yard. It wasn't a plant, it was a freaking tree. Alicia's having a birthday party at the house.
Yeah.
I got the 6-foot by 5-foot plant in my yard. Huge. Budding is all oozing out the side of it. And I'm like, okay, she's having a party. I don't want to chop it down. So I went and got 12-foot 2x4s, put them in the ground, and wrapped a sheet around it while she had a birthday party. And everybody said, what's inside that? We're like, that's a blueberry tree. We don't want the birds to eat the blueberries. It's marijuana. Nobody questioned that. They probably said, yeah, okay, we believe you. But no, it was huge. It was... It was huge.
What a cover-up story.
But that was one of the things. See, I never was a big drinker, but I used to love my weed.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not.
Nothing wrong with
There's
that.
not.
The fact that you had a 6-foot tree in your backyard, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's
that's
huge.
pretty legendary.
Well, I like to garden, so I have a lot.
You do love to garden.
I have a lot of stuff like that. And I took care of that thing.
Like I shit you not. like I can, well, not anymore because my dad put on the new fence. But I used to see into your backyard all the time. I remember jumping the fence a few times too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. One time I got yelled at by like the people that live in that house between us.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you can't do that."
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Watch me.
I literally said, "Yeah, I can," and then I proceeded to jump. But there was a few times I jumped the fence and my shoelace would get caught, and I would just smack my head on the face. That's why I use Caterpie shoelaces now, so they're dope.
Oh, look at that, huh?
Yeah, man. No. Well, obviously not these. These are one of their other brands, but they make a shoelace that you don't even need to tie them.
Yeah.
I go run it. Well, obviously I don't go running.
Those are nice.
But I go walking. I put them on. That's it. Boom, done. Biggest accomplishment was the Florida. What's your future goals now, though?
Future goals. My future goal is, I mean, we have an office right now in Kissimmee. I'm probably going to put one somewhere either in Fort Lauderdale or Tampa. I'd like to get another office in that area because we got a lot of work going on. Southern part of the state, because the state's so big. I mean, you work where my office is in Kissimmee, if we work in Jacksonville, that's a 2.5 hour ride. And if the guys are going to, I got a different crew that in the Tampa area. They do all around like we got a job going in Sarasota. We just finished one up in Clearwater. So we have another big one in Sarasota.
Yeah.
We have one in Wellington. We have a couple in, one in Orlando. We got a Cadillac dealership to do in Orlando.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then we,
Should caddy?
Lady Lake, what's the other one? I know, there's so many. It's just,
You're starting to lose track of it.
It's funny, but I know every job we're doing.
Because you have like a million sticky notes inside
I
your
order all
office.
the paint. I order all the lifts they need. I order everything that they have
So
already on the
even-
job. So when you get on a job site, all your material's there. You just do the job.
Yeah.
So you do all the ordering even for
Everything.
the Florida jobs.
Everything. And here. Everything.
wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there's no one at the actual office in Florida that's running it. You're running it from up here.
From up here, and I go down there every time. When I go down there, I like to work all the time. But when I go down with my family, they're like, "Oh, so what time are we working till?" It's like vacation. It's like every time I go to Florida, like my wife will come, she's coming with me again. She's gonna be looking at me like 11 o'clock, like, "Hey, what time we stay in the office till?" I said, "Well, I'm staying in the office till 3." She's like, "Well, I like to go by the pool." And I'm like, "Well, why'd you come with me?"
Because she loves Florida.
Well, she could stay at the hotel and hang by the pool.
No, but she wants to enjoy it with you, Wayne.
Yeah, I know.
She wants to enjoy it with
So it's
you.
me to go, yeah. But no, my biggest thing right now that I want to accomplish down there, I want to buy a house down there. And then,
Down in Kissimmee, or do you want to go
no, it's going to be
somewhere
a St. Cloud. Either I might do a Kissimmee if I get a better deal. But right now, the area I really like is St. Cloud because it's away from everything and it's like a 15, 20-minute ride before Disney.
else? Oh, that's huge.
Because when you get around where my office is, that area is very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Like
A
high
lot of
traffic.
traffic.
Yeah,
Oh,
traffic.
a lot of traffic.
Like Boston traffic or worse?
Oh no, it's but the difference is that traffic moves. That shit in Boston, that's not traffic. That's just you're stuck there, you're not moving, and every idiot is trying to grab the next lane, and they're not moving anywhere. The people up here, you could tell even when you go down there, you know somebody's from New England right away. The guy's from Boston. Look at where he's acting. His hands are all over the place, yelling at you.
Mass holes, right?
You from Boston? Yeah.
No, that's a thing too. Because I'm working in Boston now, and I'm like, I would leave the job site at like 12 o'clock in Boston traffic.
You still hit it.
And I'm still hitting it. I'm still stuck in Boston on 93. And I'm like, you fucking idiots.
But it's been like that even back in the early 90s before the big pig, Big Dig. Before the big dig,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
No
The
shit.
traffic hasn't gotten any better. Anyone who traveled that years ago will tell you the same thing. The traffic's the same.
I know that my parents didn't travel it, but I know that you did.
I did.
So
Yeah, I did.
And but I remember the Big Dig was a huge thing. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a big ripoff, yeah. Didn't do shit. Traffic's still messed up.
Yeah, I think it'll forever be because there's just ongoing construction no matter where you fucking go.
Especially in the city. They're still putting gas lines. I'm waiting for a couple of houses to blow up. See, they screw up. They did that, and I forgot what town in Massachusetts. They were putting the lines in. They put too much gas inside the line, and it blew out whatever it was going inside the house, and the houses blew up.
Wow.
I remember that too. I think it was Brookline. I think no,
Might have been.
I don't know.
It was up there somewhere. Up
Yeah,
north, yeah.
I remember that story. I'm like, holy
Yeah, and
shit.
the house was just blew up. People in them and everything. But no, the traffic, anywhere in New England right now, the traffic's bad. Even the Mass Pike sucks.
Mass Pikes always sucks.
Because sometimes we have jobs we're doing in Springfield and we're driving down that thing. I'll have to go by there. Oh, you want a job meeting? I'll take a ride by there. I'm like, I really don't want to go. But I go down there and it's like the same shit all the time. It's a whole day. It's the whole day.
I'm just gonna put that on the record.
We go down 146, and then when you get to the end of 146, you got to jump on to 95 and forget it. That's traffic law. You try to go through the city, that doesn't help you.
No.
You try to go through Providence off the back way, and then you got that mess that they have at the Washington Bridge.
Oh God, dude, that's horrible.
They finally found somebody to build a new
Wasn't it
bridge.
the same company that said we're not gonna do it?
Probably.
They were like,
When they came in as probably the lowest bidder, but they'll.
but it's like, yo, dude, like.
They'll get halfway through and realize that I need half the amount of money, even more. I mean, the problem is these jobs, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, this side's broken, that side's not.
Wait, I don't believe that.
You're gonna fix this side, and then that side's gonna have to get them down.
I don't believe that a damn thing, because if one half is broken, but the other side is perfectly fine, now you're putting all the load on that other side.
I talked to a guy who did was doing the inspections there.
Oh,
And I don't know if I should be saying this on there, but
leave it out.
that bridge has been like that for so many years.
I know.
So many years. And
I
now
know.
all of a sudden it hasn't shifted anymore. I mean, those things were a foot and a half away from each other from where they snapped off. And it was still on a concrete, so why did you have to knock the bridge down? Made no sense.
I think it's a liberal thing, if you ask me. They're just trying to get more money.
Well,
It's usually a money thing.
you figure, what is it, $200 million to build a new one? By the time they're done, it'd be like the big dig, $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
Change order.
No, but we
didn't see that.
What they predict, 2027, that it'll be done. Oh shit! You got a phone call. Wayne Mello.
This time at night.
6:30 at night. By the way, just saying. Wayne's already getting
That's another
calls.
problem too. This phone like that, you get telemarketers.
Oh yeah, it's the worst. Dude.
All day long. Somebody, you want to be the first one on Google? I'm like, you really?
Oh, the sponsorships? Yeah, no.
No, when you Google our name, if you want to be the first, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So we could get you on a first listing in Google wherever you want to go. Okay, how much? And everybody you talk, there's a different price.
Oh yeah.
Because they need that. They got to make what's the word? They got to make some money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Well-
do you have that or no? Like you don't.
No,
You don't fuck with that?
No.
All right, good.
no.
Because
I was thinking in Florida when we were doing things in Florida, I was thinking about being the first one on Google. So as soon as somebody Googles painting, boom, we'd pop up. Mm-hmm. But then again, I was just like, okay, we're real busy now. What are we gonna do when we get more busy? I mean,
it's like,
you
fuck.
Can you can only do so much work in a year. I mean, you look at, we're doing the same amount in Florida as we do up here.
Wow.
and I know you do a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
You do a lot of it.
Yeah, I do
and
a
the
lot of
fact that
work.
you do that much in Florida,
Yeah.
wild.
Well, Florida's basically doubled our income.
Wow. So how many projects would you say you do in a typical year up here?
Up here, I would probably say commercial-wise, we're probably up to, God. I mean, this year we're really, really up there. I'd probably have to say, so far this year, I'd say we did at least 35 projects commercial.
Damn. What's your?
And big ones too, because you're saying like the Newport
Yeah,
base.
oh yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not like
it's not like a.
It's not small. Yeah, it's not small. They're
Yeah.
not small, and the jobs keep getting bigger and bigger, and it's and we're doing it with a crew that's well experienced, so we don't need as many guys as most crews would, because most of the work we're doing, you need a crew of maybe like on each job 5 guys, and we're doing it with 2.
Wow.
2 here, 2 there, 2 there, and they're getting it done.
And they're getting it done.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
But it's all in how you pay them.
It's exactly.
If you pay people well, they'll do it.
That's the one. That's the one key thing that.
Always.
That
I've had people leave and they come back.
because
Yeah.
they always think like.
They'll leave because sometimes it gets stressful because 8-hour day. I need you to work a 10-hour day to wrap the job up. Especially if you're traveling an hour and a half away, I'll say, hey, listen, work till 6 o'clock at night. Get it done so I don't have to go to that job tomorrow. You can go to one local. I try to split it up so not everybody's traveling around. So everybody's equal. Right. Not everybody's traveling far. It's like a joint effort where everybody, all right, I'm going to go do that job that's far away. I'm going to do a local one. So the next time they'll do the far away one, this one. You have to keep it.
The balance.
Yeah, balance. Because if you don't, then why am I doing a far away job? Why am am I doing that? Well, because you're single.
Yeah.
And we put them in hotels sometimes if they want to stay in hotels.
Yeah.
You give them no food.
You take care of you
all
guys.
that. Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, they leave.
Yeah.
They
But then
leave.
they'll always come back.
Oh, they always do. And no matter no matter who we get rid of, you can ask Corey, you can ask Brandon. Whoever we ever get rid of, they always come back.
The grass is never greener on the other side.
No, it's not, unless it's full of shit.
Wayne, so how many guys do you have working for the company up here right now?
Up here, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can include yourself too, by the way.
No, I'm not going to include myself. 7.
7 guys up
7
here?
guys.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's a big workload.
Yeah. And those are guys in the field, and then
In the field.
And then
In
the
the
office,
field.
it's you and
Yeah.
your son
Yep.
just work in the office,
Yeah.
and you two
Yeah.
run the show up here?
Yeah, and I rotate back and forth to Florida.
Oh, you go down
Yeah.
Florida.
How many times do you go to Florida? Like once a week?
At least once a
Once a
a
week.
month.
Once a month.
Once a month. I'm leaving on the 18th. And we're
So Florida, if you want to get your Wayne.
I'm in Florida. I'll be in Florida for the 18th. I'll come back on the 20th.
All of a sudden, everyone's like trying to capture a picture with Wayne. Wayne!
I'll be there for a little while, and hopefully in the wintertime, I'll be there all winter. I'll send you pictures of the pool where you guys are shoveling snow.
That's going to be horrible. I'm just going to be thinking about that too. I'm
It'll
like,
probably be a bad winter too, so I can really laugh.
oh man, I hope not. Fuck the winter, dude.
Well, we've been lucky. I mean, we had one snowstorm last year.
Yeah. It
The year
wasn't even that
before, we
bad.
had maybe 1 or 2 inches.
Yeah.
In 3 years, we haven't had nothing.
Do you blame global warming for that, or?
You don't believe that shit. I mean, come on. We had an ice age at one time. We are warming up. Well, but I mean, the global warming, I mean,
We can go down the rabbit hole if we really want.
it's 5 degrees in the wintertime. That's not global warming. Well, let's call it climate change. Sounds better.
We're gonna go. I wish we had weed. I really do, because we would be going down rabbit holes that we should not be going down. We'll be here talking.
Well, we can go there and we can really get in trouble because everybody will say, I don't agree with them guys. No, there is no climate change. There is no global warming. Stop.
That's the cool thing about you, though, right? You're your own person. You don't care what anybody thinks. You'll talk. You'll talk how you want to talk.
I never did. Yeah, well, that's just it. You're your own person. People respect you for who you are. They know
and
who
then,
you are.
but
Yeah.
that does that ever like make or break jobs for you or no?
Some guys will give us a tough time on a job. Like, for a perfect example, we're doing a job right now in Brock, and the guy who's doing the job, he's really like, he gets on the phone, he's like, I need 3 guys here today. I want 3
very
guys. So, yeah, right away, I'm saying, you only need 2 there. And he'd be like, no, I'm telling you what I want. And right away, as soon as somebody says that, talks to me like that, I'm like, I put a wall up. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to have a good old time. And I'll be like, yeah, send 2. I'll send one good one. Guys like, you only got 1 guy here. So, yeah, call me at the end of the day. Let me know how he makes out.
And then he fucking finishes the job.
And I won't hear from the guy.
Yeah.
I won't hear from him.
Has there been any times though, like, you know, a general or a GC would call you up, or a super would call you up and, like, you know, act the same way, and then you would actually have to go to the job site? Have you ever been in that position before?
I try to avoid that because I'm not good with confrontation, so I try to avoid it now.
But
Smart.
Because I get a bad habit. Sometimes they tell me I can be belligerent, but for the most part, I try to walk away from that. Or Corey, a lot of times Corey would want to get involved, and he'd be like, Dad, I'm going to handle this one. I said, well, you got it, because if I go there, I'm going to jail.
but Corey's like the
Corey can handle a situation. He'll talk it down. But there's a lot of people that you deal with, and I don't know, for whatever reason they get a little bit of authority, and they think they can boss you around.
yes.
And I'll tell you what, and I don't go for that at all, because I can tell a guy, you know what, go fuck yourself. Stick your money up your ass. I don't need your job. And I don't want to say that because it's not professional, but it gets to a point where people push you that bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? I grew up in a time when you talk like that, you got knocked out. And now you can't do stuff like that.
Nope.
You can't physically harm anyone when they disrespect you. So today you have to sit there and take it. Or I had guys working for me, they would never talk like that to them. Back in the 90s, oh yeah, I had one of the guys just that passed away.
Yeah.
If somebody talked like him, no, I'd get a phone call. He's in jail. But the guy running the job's not doing well. But back then, it was a different world.
It was a different time.
When you worked on construction sites back in the 80s, everybody had respect. If you didn't, chances are the guy who didn't have respect was not walking.
You were gonna get knocked out. He got knocked
He
out.
wouldn't be there.
He got beat up. And back then, and when you worked, people were going to hit, they crack you in the head with a shovel and think nothing of it.
If you're enjoying the show, chances are you care about building a solid business. And that's exactly why we partnered with PhilPulse. It's not just software, it's peace of mind. Less back office chaos, more time doing what you do best. And I think PhilPulse is so great that I even worked out a deal for you guys to get 20% off PhilPulse when you book a demo and mention 2 Legit podcasts. Head to fieldpulse.com. That's FIELDPULSE. Fieldpulse.com to get started now. You see, you can't do that shit nowadays because we wear hard hats. But
well, that hard hat would come right off. The second shot that would get you.
it's so crazy, right? How things have changed.
Well, I guess because the way we grew up, we overdid it.
Yeah.
So because of us, these rules. Our generation, basically.
Your generation, yeah, definitely.
And the generation before me was pretty tough too, because that was when I was growing up. That's the generation that we dealt with.
Yeah.
And they were
tough.
When they talked, they meant it. Like years ago, when parents talked to you, they would talk to you once. Next time you were seeing stars.
Yep.
You grew up Portuguese, right? I mean, you understood. When your father said something,
you listened.
I know when my dad talked, when he told me something, he said it once. Next thing you would see stars. I mean, you get smacked. It wasn't just a smack. You wonder what he hit you with, but it was his hand. But you would be like, oh shit.
But you don't see that nowadays, though. Everyone's kind of like
no, it's softened up, and that's why you see a lot of kids like they stab each other, they shoot each other. They don't want to. They can't fight with their hands. That's not how they were brought up.
Quick, easy.
Yeah, and everybody gets offended so easily today.
Oh God!
You call somebody a name, they're like, oh my God, you said that. It's like, well, I grew up calling everybody that. And now you're going to be careful what you say to people. So it's like you're walking on eggshells, and that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Especially on job sites.
But years ago, even whether you were gay, whether you were not, everybody respected each other. Today, everybody has a problem. It's like, there's no problem. Why does everybody have a problem? Years ago, nobody had a problem. You respected people. You didn't agree with them, but you didn't lash out at them. You respected them.
Yeah.
And today, there's just no respect.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I kind of blame the technology age, like social media.
I don't blame social media. You can blame social media. It's the people hiding behind the screen.
Yes.
Who, those people who kept their mouth shut years ago now have a screen to hide behind.
Yeah.
So now they have a screen to hide behind so they can say what they want and stir up all kinds of shit because there's no consequences. But if you can reach in that screen and grab a hold of them and pull them in, it'd be a different story.
That's the key word, no consequences. Because in your time, when someone talked shit get hit.
When you went to school and you talked shit about somebody and you went to school the next day, you were getting fucked up.
Yeah. You
were getting hit. And you knew it. So a lot of times you didn't go to school. That's why people didn't go to school. But there were consequences. That's why a lot of people, I say this to even to my kids, years ago, the way people talked at each other, when you went to school, there was consequence. You got beaten. And it wasn't stab you with a knife. There was a big circle. And you and that person were in the middle fighting. Nobody jumped in because that circle wouldn't allow it. That's how we grew up.
It was
we grew up as one-on-one. And not only that, when somebody was down on the ground, you weren't kicking them after they were down. You hit them, do what you had to do. They fell, it was over. And years ago, it's funny because a lot of fights, I fought a lot as a kid.
Because you played hockey.
Yeah, I played, but I also fought a lot as a kid. I was a punk. And when I fought a lot, actually, my best friends were the people I fought with.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I feel like those are the best ones.
The best friends I had years ago was people I had fistfights with.
Did you win?
Yeah, I don't lose.
Wayne's undefeated in the series.
I didn't lose.
15-0.
Anybody that knows would say the same thing. When I had a fight, I didn't lose. No. If I lost the first time, we'd have a second one.
Rematch.
We'd have to. But no, that's how we grew up. It was a totally different world. And today it's just like, I look at it, it's like, sad.
And after you fight someone, you have respect for them too. I almost feel like
you did, because you had a problem. We duked it out. You kicked my ass. I shook your hand. Hey, good fight, man.
That's it.
That was a good fight. And now I respected you. You respected me for the same thing. And that's how it was. I was fortunate to grow up when we did. I grew up, I'm 58 years old. So I grew up basically in the 80s, and it was the best time to grow up.
Oh, everyone keeps on saying that too.
You have no idea. I could tell you stories, but I'd probably get myself in trouble on here.
We'll probably get canceled.
I did a lot of partying. We had a lot of fun. It was a great time to grow up because there was consequences, but at the time we didn't give a shit. We just had a good time. And the cops were cool back then because they would pull us over. They'd catch us we'd have tons of pot. We'd have all kinds of shit on us, and the cop would tell us, "Get out of here.
That's it.
Go home."
That's good.
Or if you were drunk, they make you park your car and walk. None of this shit like you have today.
Yeah. DUIs.
I'm a police officer. I'm going to arrest you. Okay, buddy. But years ago, if you badmouth at a cop, if you got cocky with a cop back then, he'd smack the shit out of you. You get beaten. If they pull out their bully bat, you got fucked up. So you knew right away you had to have some respect, otherwise they were going to fuck you up. And they thought nothing of it. They hit you with that no matter where it was, they hit you with it.
Oh, man, have times have changed.
and now, it's different now. But
Body cameras, you can't have...
But even the cops, too. Who might wants to be a cop today?
Yeah.
Nobody has respect for them.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Those guys got to go home.
Yeah.
They got families. They got everything. Hey, they do what they have to do. Their job sucks. Yeah. They get paid. I don't know what the hell they get paid. Maybe $100,000 a year to put up with this shit. To maybe get shot. You
put their life on the line.
Every time you go to work, every night, you don't know if you're going home.
That's a scary thought.
And it's looking like that for the firemen too. You look what just happened.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, a guy lights a fire and shoots firemen to go and put out a fire. That's ridiculous.
That's.
It's an idiot.
Yeah.
You got to be a moron to do something stupid like that. It's sad.
Man, when I heard about that, I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, how low can people?"
I mean,
go,
they did that during Black Lives Matter riots, but I mean, that was shooting at cops, burning things down. Peaceful protest. A big fire back there, but it's mostly peaceful. It's like, are you kidding me?
It's like the riots that's been happening on with like ICE and all them in like LA and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, the LA thing is just like they got to clean that shit up because I mean, that's sad.
I say remove California all from the United States.
Here's the thing with the illegal.
It's a little country.
Yeah.
Here's my issue with the illegal. Or people coming here illegal. The last 4 years, the people who came here need to go back, without doubt. If you came here illegally like that, then you can't claim asylum like that. But if you have people working in this country that have been here a long time, make them pay a fine for coming here illegally and give them social security numbers so they can work. Mm-hmm. Some of them are already working. Why not? Why not just let them work? Mm-hmm. I know they came here illegally, got families. Let them pay a fine for it and make them pay the taxes.
That's it.
Because if they paid the taxes, that's that much more money coming into the system.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get a better tax cut. Well, maybe if the great big
Beautiful bill.
passes, it'll help business out a lot.
It did pass.
Well, yeah.
Oh, did it? No.
It passed the Senate. Now it's back in the House. They added some shit that they don't like about it.
Of course.
So now it's a big clusterfuck again.
Nice. Beautiful. Let's see it.
But if they don't pass it, you're going to get the fucking economy's going to crash.
Oh, of course. And I have the strongest feeling that like certain parties of the political parties just can't understand that.
Well, they do understand it, but there's more to. You got to understand how the politicians look at it. How do you become a politician 4 years ago and you didn't have a pot to piss in? And now you're worth $20 million. That's the question you need to ask yourself. How do you get that rich? Fill us in. Fill us in. I've been doing this 32 years. I don't have $20 million. Fill me in.
It's not from their salary.
Right, but this is the thing. This is the problem. How do you expect people to listen to you when you do shit like that? Mm-hmm. It's like AOC, perfect example. A woman was a bartender.
Yeah.
Now she's worth $25 million.
How?
Where'd it come
4 years.
from?
4 years.
Yeah. Where'd it come from?
4 years. Well, you know where it came from.
Well, obviously we know where it came from.
4 years. I mean, come on. And you want the average person to believe that you're there for them? How are you supposed to think like that?
Some people, unfortunately, just can't see it, though. You know what I mean?
They'd see it, but they
refuse to believe it.
They hate Donald Trump. That's the problem. People's hatred. They have more hatred for the country.
Speaking of Donald Trump,
we hate him.
I actually made a prototype shirt with Donald Trump on the back.
Show the cameras.
Yeah.
Show the cameras. Yeah, give a little.
He's a worker.
Give a little spin.
Look at him.
Now this is a prototype. And I don't know how many people this is going to offend, but I really don't give a fuck.
It's not gonna. Well, the thing is about being offended. Why are you going to be offended if you like somebody else don't like them? Why are you offended by that? You know what I mean? I grew up in a world where it was like, if you don't like somebody, you just didn't talk to them. You didn't have to go on there and say, "Oh, that person's bad. I'm going to make up stories." Again, if you made up stories, there were consequences. Today, there's none. Otherwise, he's suing all these all these different media companies left and right. And I don't understand how they keep talking shit because they keep getting sued. They're going to be bankrupt in no time, but they keep doing it. But this is my point. The whole point of all of that is, how are you, if you hate the guy, okay, hate him. But don't try to convince me to hate him. He's doing more good than what bad you think he does.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I've lost friends. I've lost friends and like a few family members.
Yeah, but you shouldn't lose. I mean, they're not friends to begin with.
Yeah.
They're not friends. If you view something differently from someone else, how are they not going to want to talk to you anymore? Because you have different views?
Than them, yeah. That's
sad.
that's the world that we live in.
That's
now.
on them.
Yeah.
That's on them. That says a lot about them. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're my friend my whole life, hey, I like Trump, you like Biden, who was, I don't even know, the guy was freaking not even there. He was like, hey, you see him? Where am I going?
Yeah, he was like when my iRobot goes in cleaning, I just picture Joe Biden the same.
They were talking to him and he didn't even know which way to go. They have to point and they have to direct them the right way.
It's crazy how he was president for so long.
He wasn't. Look at the result of it. $5 trillion later. Where did the money go? I don't know. All I know is I pardoned myself. And my family. Because we're so corrupt. But he's corrupt.
They're quick to point the finger. They're quick to
Oh, yeah. Anybody who's quick to point a finger says all you need to know about them.
Oh, yeah.
Always. But no, it's crazy. I mean, you look at the politics today, it's nuts.
Because you grew up with a lot of politicians, right? You grew up with with both Bushes. You grew up with Clinton, Obama.
Clinton.
Yeah. And then, did you grow up with Reagan or no?
Yeah.
And
that's when I started following politics. When Ronald Reagan. When Ronald Reagan beat Jimmy Carter in 1980, that's when I started. Actually, I really started paying attention back, I think it was in 79 when Iran took American hostages. So that happened back in 1979. The whole Iranian thing, I won't say much about politics, but anybody who has anything to say about that needs to do a history lesson first. You have to understand what happened there before you can make any comment on that at all.
That's the problem nowadays. People are so uneducated.
They have no clue.
They have no fucking idea.
And I'll get into it. I'm like, my family told me not to talk about it. I'll say it anyway. I don't want to get in trouble.
No, but I saw a video one time, and it was this person going around like college campuses, and they were like, "Okay, if you had to get rid of one person from America, who would it be? It would be this girl that would wear a Make America Great Again red hat." Like, blonde girl, probably from the South, I don't know. And then the second picture would be Osama bin Laden. And everyone would always pick the first picture, the girl wearing the Donald Trump hat, not knowing that the second picture was the most deadliest terrorist of all time that killed Americans.
But if you go on a street and you ask the average person who's protesting against Donald Trump or protesting for Palestinians and everything else, why are you protesting? They can't give you an answer.
No.
But do you know the history of all of that's going on there? Do you know any of it? Do you know how it started? Do you know why America and Iran had issues with one another way back when? They don't know. Mm-hmm. I tell people, are you aware in 1993 that the Iranian leaders blew up a building in Beirut, Lebanon in 1983 with all our military guys inside of it? All the U.S. Marines. I bet you a lot of people don't even know that.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I remember that.
Those leaders blew it up.
Yep.
Well, I mean, those are some of the things that, like, Trump's going to start a World War III. No, he's not. Half these countries, look at Russia. They can't even beat Ukraine. Ukraine's got nothing. They got nothing.
That's true.
They got shit we're sending them and shit we don't want. and they're holding Russia at bay for years.
It's true.
4 years now. China's like, we're going to invade Taiwan. Try it. Try it. You see those bombs that just dropped? That's what you'll get. I think what Trump just did is just show the will.
He's showing the iron fist.
If you fuck with us, we're going to fuck you up.
Oh, I remember. Oh, there was a big thing. You probably remember it too. Donald Trump was doing one of his famous, like, I call it the post game press conferences. Right, it wasn't even an official one. He was in front of Air Force One and no tie, classic Trump. And then and then they were talking about like the whole Israel and Iran thing. Yeah. And then pretty much the famous line that's like now famous is like they were like, who was it? I think it was Israel or Iran. Somebody didn't listen to the ceasefire.
Yep.
And then he pretty much went out and say, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And then I lost my shit because I was laughing so fucking
I know. I
hard.
was shocked that he did that.
I was shocked
like,
that he said that. Just like
he said it
that.
to the reporter, a big asshole reporter too. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they don't.
They don't.
Because there was a ceasefire. Iran launched one missile that went in the middle of nowhere, and then Israel goes over there and unloads on them. But what Israel did and what the U.S. did, that's been in the making since 1979. A lot of people don't understand that. That's how long.
Yeah.
We waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. We finally had a president who had enough balls to do it. And he did. And
Yeah.
look where it got. There's no World War III. All these countries want to talk peace with Israel now.
Yeah.
And the biggest key you could tell is when Iran was all done is when Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Palestinians, Hamas, didn't launch any rockets in Israel after Iran got bombed.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Iran ordered it. And they were like, almost set. We're all set.
Because it was only 2 bombs that he dropped, right?
Huh?
It was only 2 that he dropped? You
For
dropped?
us?
Yeah, us.
No.
How many did you drop?
They dropped 14 bunker bombs.
Holy shit.
Not counting, there was 34 missile launches from submarines that came in first.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was I didn't know
Yeah,
that much.
it wasn't just a little poof. And then you got the news media saying, there was no damage. Hold on a minute. You have 30,000-pound bomb from 30,000 feet in the air coming down. What do you think that's going to do? And it goes through concrete. It can go through 20 floors of concrete.
Damn.
And then explodes. So you look at the pictures, it doesn't look like much. Those mountains caved in.
I do,
You
yeah,
look at the satellite
that,
pictures,
yeah.
it's like, that used to be a mountain, now it's about 25 feet in the ground. Yeah, those things blew up in the ground.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, and it's
But
like this.
it's a statement. It's just a statement.
It's beyond a statement. To leave from Missouri and go all the way there, drop bombs, and come all the way back nonstop. That's amazing.
That's pretty amazing.
I mean, you want to fuck with a country who can do that?
I don't think any other country would like.
Nobody's got the capability to do that.
Nah.
We had refuelers in the air.
Yeah.
Refuel. Think about that. And then, wait a minute, one of the news reports, a woman was one of the pilots. It's like, it doesn't matter who the pilot is. It's just that we did a mission. We have men and women in the military that fly planes. Yes, you don't have to bring it all up who they were. It's just insane.
I like, it's always like labeling. It's like, yo, they're a pilot. They're
Virtual sync.
Yeah.
This one,
That's how
this
the media.
one,
That's how the media is.
DEI.
That's how the media is. So nowadays, you know.
But it's stupid.
Gotta put a label
It's
on everything.
stupid. An American flew the plane. Doesn't matter what American it was. It was an American on our side. You could be anything you want.
That's all that matters. Is that it was an American.
That whole thing. That was. I'm glad that happened. I was dying for that to happen, for them to take out them nuclear facilities.
Yeah, I know it.
Because I mean, for many a years, I watched what Iran was doing in the Middle East. They're the only reason why. Now, which probably another year from now, you'll see Saudi Arabia, Israel, all the Arab states all sitting down talking peace for the first time in history.
Yeah.
In history, because then people, they don't know any of that. The problem too is you have Shiites and you have the Sunnis. They're Muslims. They hate each other.
Yeah.
But they have one good thing in common. They all hated Israel, right? So that's what the thing was. And for what reason? And Israel is the Holy Land.
It
You
is.
gotta remember, if you're a Christian, that's the Holy Land. Read the Bible.
Yep. You don't fuck with Israel, man.
No.
At least like if you're
No.
speaking from a religion thing.
And then you got people on college campuses, Palestine. Do you know what those people represent? No, they don't.
No idea.
They don't. They have no clue. But we're sticking up for them. And now they're holding Iranian flags. But the Iranian people, before 1979, they were free as can be.
Yeah.
But when the Ayatollahs took over, the Qamatis, when they took over, they made it like Sharia law. Women can't do this, women can't do
Yeah.
that.
Women couldn't do anything.
They used to be like us,
Yeah,
free,
yeah.
until 1979,
That's wild.
when they took our hostages.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. Like
I remember hearing.
I watched it on TV.
You watched it. I remember seeing
152 days they had our hostages. Ronald Reagan came in, free them. Or you're going to eat a bomb.
it. We went so deep down this rabbit hole.
I love it.
Yeah.
We totally forgot that Wayne owns a paint company.
Well, besides that, now you know where we stand. Quietly.
I Maybe we should just go back on track. I don't know. Fucking maybe we should
No,
just
that's fine.
We went so far deep. I'm like, I did not expect. I didn't expect.
Well, when you have an open dialogue conversation, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
It goes all over the place. Like when you watch podcasts, they start off here, then they end up going in here. Like when Trump was on
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's show, that thing took off all over the place.
It did.
And it was great to listen to. And then he had to take off and do a rally to go get shot.
Yeah. Was that no? That wasn't the same rally, was it? No.
Well, it was around close to the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a crazy thing.
Well, it was just before the election. I think it was one of the smartest things he did. But now Elon Musk trying to take credit for his election.
Yeah.
Which I think Elon, he's on a spectrum anyway, so he has Asperger's.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of odd.
He is very odd, but I just
Smart guy.
Yeah.
A smart guy. He just, I don't know. He went off the deep end. He'll come back eventually.
I don't know. I saw him posting.
Well, I know if you cut his government subsidies off.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was just about to say that.
He better look at his finances a little quicker.
He's going to be
lose
in big trouble with that big beautiful.
If they cut the government subsidies, you ain't gonna have nothing.
No,
No, it's amazing what the government can give you.
it's wild. It's wild. How like
Get some of that NGO money. Just send me a couple million a year. I'll be good. I'll donate some of it. Like Clinton, get $150 million for Haiti. I'll give him $300,000. That's what he did.
oh man.
I got all this money.
He's probably like giving the money as like Monica Lewinsky's just
He's sitting back on Epstein's island, all kicked back. Oh, he's in jail. He's dead. I don't know.
You know, I found out that P. Diddy was found not guilty.
He was found not guilty on 3 or 2.
He knows everything. This is the human CNN right here. Or
No, don't call me CNN.
No, not
Fake
CNN.
news.
Excuse me.
Fake news.
Fox News. Every single time I walk by,
Fake news.
every single time I walk by a house, Fox News is always on, no matter what.
I watch Fox News. I listen to a lot of different guys on podcasts.
Yeah.
So I watch Sean Ryan's podcast once in a while.
Okay.
But it was and Tucker Carlson. But the problem is these guys, they do things for ratings. And that's what kills me. They're doing a lot of stuff and they're having these new point of views just for ratings. And it's like, why? Is it that important to have 2 million or 3 million people watching you? Now you got less people watching you because you're pissing them off. You try to stay on the same thing to keep your stuff
the
going.
ratings going.
But the problem is they get too big and they get too much money. They think they're bigger than the cause.
Yeah.
Like you got a podcast, you guys start making tons of money. All of a sudden, I'm going to do this because I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. And all of a sudden, you're like, uh-oh. Hey, we got less viewers. Told you that wasn't going to work. I did it anyway. I don't care what anybody thinks.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's our approach. We don't really care.
No, your best bet is to have like an open dialogue like we just did here. We started talking about the business, started talking about a little bit of everything. And you get to see everybody's character that way. It's awesome.
And all of a sudden, the comments are just blowing up.
These guys are nuts.
This guy's an asshole. I would never want to work with
I
him.
just don't want to say too much because
I think if Wayne just kept on going, I think we'd be here till 9 o'clock. I guarantee it.
I can keep going. Yeah.
But I would say I definitely prefer someone who speaks their mind because a lot of like the corporate world, it's buttoned up ties. You don't even know how someone actually feels
It is, but
about anything.
But the funny thing about the corporate world, right? If you get to meet some of these people one-on-one, you'll get to see they're a lot like you. There's a part they're playing constantly, 24/7. You have to play the part. If you don't want to deal with the crap that comes your way, then most people one-on-one, you'll find out, hey, that guy's no different than I am.
Oh yeah.
He has a lot of money. He has a lot of money, but I mean, they're no different. They're no different. They just think outside the box.
Yeah.
If you think outside the box, you'll make it.
Yeah.
But if you stay within that safe zone, get out of your comfort zone. That's where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, dude. Now, I know that you've always been boots to the ground, trade, like, always on construction sites. You've worked in a corporate setting before too as well, right? So this is going to be a crazy question to ask. Would you ever, for one day, like trade spots with like someone that does like corporate, like stay in a cubicle all day?
Fuck no.
Yeah. I know.
Well, no, I would say this. I could do it because it's kind of like a cubicle in there.
Yeah.
But, no, the problem with that is you're in a controlled environment, and most of the time, the people who are your boss, if you work in a lot of, because I've worked like Hanscom Air Force Base where you have 2 supervisors and everybody's under them. And I saw how everybody operates when they're in that environment, and then I see them at lunchtime.
Different.
What you see inside the corporate area, people are low-key. They got to keep to themselves. They're normal people. You get them outside there, or better yet, you see them at night, they're fucking animals. They're animals. They're regular people. They have to play a part out in front of everybody. That's all that is. But I'd rather have something where I can be myself 24/7.
No matter what.
No matter what. You don't want to have that, I can be fake here, fake there. Then you end up playing that role in life. Yeah. You end up being phony with these people, fake with this one. No, fuck you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. Yeah. And that's it. And that's the way it should be.
And you lose yourself if you keep playing.
Well, yeah, you become, nobody wants to deal with you because, hey, is that guy okay now? I talked to him, I had a good conversation, but he's with them people and he says he hates them people, but yet he's hanging out with them.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's a corporate will.
That sounds like cliques in high school too.
Oh yeah.
Like, trying to fit in.
Well, high school, but when I grew up, you had your jocks and you had your heads.
What?
The jocks and the heads.
Heads?
Heads were like guys with leather, like long hair, leather jackets, that's what I was. And you had your jocks.
Like Grease. Like
Kind of like that.
Okay.
You know, like when you watch Grease Lightning, you had like the jocks with the things like that, and you had the other guys who had the cars, nice cars and shit like that. That was how I was. I had the nice car, leather jacket, long hair.
You used to have long hair, right?
I had, my hair was
You had a mullet.
I had a wicked mullet.
We gotta get that picture.
My hair was all the way down.
And then you had a killer sash too. I remember.
Mustache, yeah.
You had everything you could ever want.
Yeah.
Mullet. That was like the perfect, like especially back in the 80s. That was like the hairstyle.
Yeah, everybody had mullets back in the 80s. My hair was long. I had a leather jacket. I was a punk. Smoked a lot of weed. I used to smoke weed in school. We used to go in the amphitheaters. I don't know if you ever went to the old Durfee.
The
old Durfee, they had those amphitheaters that went up like that.
Yeah.
We used to get inside those things and lay down in there like this and just smoke a joint. skip class and just sit up there and get high as a kite. Stoned out of your mind. But we showed up for homeroom.
Yeah,
because they do attendance.
Yeah.
And then I used to run out the door and get in my car and drive away. I was a sophomore in high school. I was already driving to school. I was getting out of school every day at 11:18 on work study. I got 15 credits for that. So I used to go to my classes in the morning, and at 11:18 I was going to school, going to work. So
kind of like what? No.
It was a work study program.
Oh, okay.
Almost like Diamond. Like
I worked for a guy who used to be a cop in the city. And when I used to get in trouble, even at school, I got suspended. They were going to throw me out. They were going to expel me. So they ended up, I had him go to the school and say, hey, talk to the principal for me. I don't want my mother to know. She's going to get all mad. I can't go to school no more. So I'd go in there, talk to the guy, give me another chance. I'd fuck that up till I got caught smoking a joint in the bathroom. and then Mr. Fitzgerald was he was security, head of security. He caught me. I was sitting inside the store, my feet up like this so nobody could see, because you look underneath, you can't see nobody's feet at the toilet. All of a sudden, the door opens, I'm like, actually, Officer Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
He caught me, and then he had me go at the end of the day, because you knew I was, plucking urine. I had to take all the cigarette butts out of the urinal, because we used to smoke years ago. You could smoke at school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we used to smoke in the bathroom all the time.
Damn.
And we used to smoke in the courtyard all the time.
No, but you weren't 18, right?
No, I started smoking cigarettes when I was 13.
But you quit.
Yeah, I quit when I was 25. Yeah,
good.
Just before I had my daughter.
Yeah,
I quit smoking.
nice.
Yeah,
that's a cool turkey too, huh?
Just stopped. Yeah, I used to smoke 2.5 packs a day, especially during the Bruins game. It was one after another. I get fucking stressed out.
Oh my god! If you want to see like,
I used to play hockey with a cigarette in my mouth.
that's pretty impressive if you ask me. But no, when you look up the dictionary of when you look up stress in the dictionary, it's Wayne watching the Bruins, and it's specifically Wayne watching the Bruins in 2018 in the playoff run when they lost to St. Louis. Was it 18 or 19 when they lost to St. Louis?
Oh, that was 19. Yeah,
19. Yeah, it was not. I remember that. I
knew it was going to happen. I even told the kids, I said, "Look, Rash can't win a fucking Stanley Cup. That was Thomas would have won."
It's true. It's true.
I'm being honest. He had 2 chances to win.
Because you've been watching. You played and you've watched hockey for like years, so you know how.
Actually, my favorite player growing up was Phil Exposito.
Really? I always thought
Actually, I
it was Ray
got a
Bork.
picture of him
Signed
signed in it,
with
yeah.
I thought
That
I
was my
always
favorite player.
I always thought it was Ray Bork. That was
No, I liked Ray Bork, but Phil Exposito was my favorite player.
Yeah? No
My
shit.
brother was Bobby Orr.
Oh yeah, everyone
Yeah.
classic Bobby Orr.
Yeah. Yep.
So your kids have middle names Wayne. Is that because of your name or because of Wayne Gretzky?
Because of my name.
Are you sure?
Positive.
And not
I
because-
wouldn't fucking name my kids after a hockey player. I mean, I love the sport and everything else like that, but come on. No, I wouldn't be after that.
Honestly, when I was growing up, like this was when I was young. I'm like, Brandon Wayne Mello. Wayne Mello. I'm like, oh, they named him after Wayne Gretzky.
It was actually because I'll give you this. Before Brandon was born, my wife come up with these names. I was like, one was Chad.
Chad.
Listen, one was Chad and one was Logan. Ugh. And when she ever told me that, I'm looking at her, I'm like, fucking what? She's like, Chad or Logan. I said, oh, really? And so I said, tell your father that. Her father comes over, he says, oh, I wanted you to be Chad Logan. I was like, God, what kind of name is that? My father-in-law, he was tough. He was like, what kind of name is that? That's not a boy's name. What the hell is that? So I said, well, that's gone, huh? So it's Brandon. And Corey was Corey.
But Corey, yeah. So Brandon, Corey, and Alicia.
And we're ABC.
That's I just noticed.
Alicia, Brandon, Corey,
yeah. Was that planned or just?
That was playing, yeah. ABC. Simple.
You can remember?
Simplify everything.
But so growing up, you obviously like watch hockey and everything like that. If you had your like top 5 players that you loved watching, obviously Phil Esposito's on that list.
Yep.
But you know, top 5 that you loved watching, and that can go from when you were growing up to like even now.
And some players I couldn't even stand. I'll name the.
You could do the ones that you loved.
Bobby Orr was fun to watch. Phil Exposito was fun to watch. Mario Lemieux was fun to watch.
Yes, he was.
Wayne Gretzky was fun to watch. And I'm trying to think of there was so many other ones that I really liked watching. And one of the guys I watched a lot as a hockey player, and I really had a lot of respect for, was Michael Ryder. Michael Ryder, he was a utility player, but he played for Montreal Canadiens, then he won a cup with the Bruins. Great player.
Yeah.
And he's a big roller hockey guy.
Because that's the difference, right? Ice hockey
I
and roller
really
hockey.
liked him as a player because he was a hard-nosed guy. He always gave it 100%. You never saw him, like you see Marchand sometimes skate to the bench, even though I'm so happy Marchand won a Stanley Cup. But, I mean, you see Marchand sometimes skate. Nobody skates like that, no. Years ago, you didn't skate like that to the bench. He takes his time. Line changes today is... Years ago, you didn't do that.
Like line changes back in the day, it was like quick.
On a go.
Yeah.
On a go. And sometimes you couldn't get the full guy out because...
They were taking too
puck
damn
was
long.
going down the other end.
Yeah.
The game's much softer today.
I totally agree.
It was a lot. It was more violent when I grew up because I mean that's what we liked.
But like again, the game changed because the players changed. You know what I mean? Now players are more.
Well, I don't think it was the players. What I think happened there was the players who played when the league was rough didn't want that for their kids. So it was violent. I mean, you had bench clearing brawls, and there was nobody could stop that. When it was years ago in the 70s, when they had a fight somewhere and it got out of control, say, I'm a fighter, you're a fighter, no problem. If I'm a fighter and he's not a fighter and somebody went after him, the benches would empty.
Yeah.
And it would be like, you'd have like 40 guys on the ice swinging away at each other.
It'd be like,
and nobody stopping it.
Yeah.
Until you bled out.
It'd be like the enforcer of the team, pretty much.
Yeah, but back then, when the Bruins were the big bad Bruins, everybody's an enforcer.
Like Terry O'Reilly.
Well, you had Terry O'Reilly, you had John Wensick, you had Stan Jonathan, Mike Milbury. You had
dogs, bro. Straight dogs.
The Bruins at one time, their fighting line was their fourth line. Each one of them had 20 goals. Right?
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Stan Jonathan, John Wensick, and I can't remember who the other one was. Peter McNabb was another one. He could fight too. Yeah. He's one of the guys who ran in the crowd and beat up the guys.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
remember Mike Milbury and what was that? Mike Milbury, Peter McNabb, and
what caused
Terry
that?
O'Reilly
Was that the 70s too? Was that like 70? Yeah. So again, it's just different.
The best
imagine doing that now.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Well, back then, I mean,
There was no rules back then. No, but going back, no consequences.
But the guys were nuts.
Yeah, they were insane.
They didn't care. They didn't care. I mean, you messed with one of the players, and even the crowd, they would fight the crowd, fight anybody.
I guess nowadays too, they have fines for everything too, right?
Everything.
Like, I know
Yeah, because nowadays you throw a hit. The problem today is I don't like you. We had guys like Matt Cook who ended Savard's career with an elbow to the head with no consequences.
Yeah.
If that was back in the 70s, that benches would empty.
Yeah.
And today, the bench is empty. They give you a 20-game suspension.
No, just like that.
Well, if you leave the bench, you're getting suspended at least 3-4 games.
So if the bench is clear, everybody gets 20 games.
Well, whoever started it. I mean, now I don't know what they would do. But years ago, there wasn't even a penalty for it. How do you stop that? Years ago, you only had 2 referees.
Now you have 4?
Now you got 100.
And they still don't call the right
They're
calls.
getting away all the time. Until you shoot the puck at it.
Yeah, I know, right?
When we played hockey, we used to do that. Sometimes we used to play the league in Taunton, and the refs would make bad call. We fire the puck right at him.
No consequences, right? No.
Oh,
fucks,
yeah, we get thrown out. Oh, yeah.
No fucks.
Hey, you take a shot at him, and then all of a sudden, oh! He gets thrown out of the game, but he was done. Yeah. He wasn't reffing the rest of the game.
he was making no more bullshit calls after that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like...
One time we destroyed. He was coming across, and we were coming down like that. One guy hit him low, one guy hit a referee. Hit him high, hit him low.
You tabletopped his ass?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What a time to be alive, man.
No, the one thing I vividly remember, and it was like so like scary to watch, 2013 Stanley Cup Finals. Nathan Horton got absolutely knocked out.
Yeah.
And I think that started the whole entire domino effect of trying to get the game to a better place. Because you can agree that was...
It was a bad hit, but I'll even... There's other hits that I've seen that are even worse than that. But the problem, it's an open ice hit. You hit him a little late, but that's hockey.
Yeah.
But that's just...
But I think that's kind of like what started...
Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Keep your head up. When you're out there, you got to learn how to skate like this, with your head up, with your peripheral vision, seeing where the puck goes. Because if you're not doing that and you're doing this, you're getting blasted. I mean, anyone who comes across the middle of the ice with your head down, you're gonna get it. Scott Stevens made a living off decking people doing that.
That's the one key thing about your sons. I've obviously played with them before, but I've never seen them look down ever.
No. And when you played against Corey, you couldn't do that. Because Corey hit everything. Going out high school, I don't know if you ever go to any Corey's games?
I did. Corey was an absolute menace.
He was mean.
He was mean.
He was mean a lot.
But you needed that. But I think the team needed that though.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of parents hated us.
But he was his senior year. He still played defenseman, right?
Yeah.
He did, right? But he was a menace. I remember.
Yeah, he hit everything. He used to hurt kids. Even and when I coached the team for 2 years, his bantam team.
Yep.
And all they ever did was hit everybody. I remember one time we're going over drills, nobody's listening. So I said, all right, line up against boards. Take 2 feet back from boards. Kid in the front, go over the line. Everybody check them. So I figured these kids are going to beat the shit out of each other and hate it. Hey, every day, hey, coach, we going to do that drill? Hey, that was a punishment. That wasn't a drill.
That backfired, man, quick.
They beat the crap out of each other.
And then all of a sudden,
they loved it.
Next season, they won the league.
Well, we had kids that couldn't even skate. By the end of the year, they played real well.
Oh, that's good.
It was awesome. But it was like having a bad news Bears. In the locker room, they were fighting with each other in the locker room. But when they got on the ice, they stuck up for each other. But in the locker room, it was chaos. It was chaos.
How old were these kids?
At that time, Corey was, 11, 12?
Oh, shit. It was lights.
Yeah. And the kids in the locker room, and listening to them talk, they're F-bombing. They're like, kids are talking like this. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. The whole thing was a lot of fun.
All right, Wayne. I'm just going to ask one final question before we get going out of here. First of all, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
You know,
Anytime.
You are the OG. That's what you are, man. But one final piece of advice for anybody that's either getting into trades, getting into construction, or even wanting to start a business. That one piece of advice that should be top of the list. Always go to it.
Well, one thing, if anybody wants to start a business or anybody wants to get in business, come down with a plan, think about it, and just stick with it. Never give up. You can't give up. The biggest thing is you can't give up. And you got to remember something. The education that you can get offline or anything you can do on a computer today surpasses any education you'll get inside of a classroom. That's one thing I'll say, because I was not one who liked school, and I never graduated from high school. I never.
Do you regret that or no?
I do regret that.
Okay.
I regret that a lot, and that's something everybody keeps saying, go back and get your GED, but I'm at the point now where it doesn't matter. But for me, it would be like, just if you want to do something, stick to it, stay with it. There's going to be good times, there's going to be bad times. If you stick through it, it'll work itself out. But you can never give up. If you give up, then you're a quitter. Then you quit.
We don't produce quitters.
No, you can't. And as bad as it gets, because there's going to be times where it's going to get bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad, and you're going to second guess yourself. But remember one thing: don't listen to your heart. Go with your gut,
Just
because your heart will take you in a place you don't want to be.
That's a goosebump.
No, but seriously, that's the thing you want. Never quit.
And just
Never
go for what you want to do.
Go what you want to do, and there's ways in and out. And always think to yourself, okay, if this what I'm doing right here is not going to work, I have that. I have this. Always think about what your next step is, and think of the next step after that. And if something happens, have a step for it. Each in your own mind, have your steps, and follow your steps, and you'll be fine. It's only, like I said, there's good times, there's bad times. There's going to be times where you just want to say, you know what, I'm just going to go get a job. I'm done with this. And then you find your way, you stick through it a little while longer. Next thing you know, hey, wow, imagine if I would have quit.
Yeah.
Right? I would have been over there instead of over here. You know what I mean? And just keep following it. There's times you do things, oh, why did I even do that? Well, I'll change it. I'll do something different. And it works. You just keep thinking. Don't overthink, but just keep it basic and keep it simple. If you keep it simple, it's going to work. But if you complicate the shit out of it, you're screwed.
That, like, you know, Matt Wolf on Wall Street type shit. Man, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
Yeah, you just got to stick to it.
Yeah.
If you stick to it, you'll get there. It just, sometimes it takes a long time. But if you don't give up and you keep staying with it, you'll get there. You will get there. It's just, you got to convince yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you just keep going.
Hell yeah.
You keep going, no matter what people tell you. If it's something you want to do and you stay with it, you'll get it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wayne, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit with you.
Same here.
Hi, man.
Wayne,
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Wayne Mello from
Again.
WM Painting. Right here in Fall River and in Florida. Check him out. I'm Tiago. This is Alex. That's Wayne. And Gabe's behind the camera. We'll see you guys next time.